Hi, well, I'm back at Highway 10 and I'm going to continue my little trek here. I got up early this morning. I meandered back and forth. I managed to make it to Brampton, and then finally they have a bus that goes to Caledon and Orangeville, but it makes like 17 stops and runs once or twice a day, and this is not the best of spots to start or get off, but I mean it's doable. I ended up taking an Uber, which wasn't that bad, but Caledon's not a bad place. Maybe, you know, there's a McDonald's and you could do a supply, but no, for all intents and purposes, not a good spot. But yeah, it worked out. We'll see how this goes. My plan, well, I'd like to make it to Blue Mountain. That's kind of my goal. We'll see what happens. My pack is about the same, 9 pounds. I have more food this time because things are going to get a little bit scarcer. So I've climbed up to, wow, I'm 17 and a half, maybe 18 pounds. So yeah, I'm real heavy, but I have some consumables, perishable foods and whatnot that I'll be getting rid of right away, but yeah, I'm pretty heavy. So skies are gray. Hopefully that'll knock the bugs down a little bit, and let's see how this goes in a bit. These are type of wild flux is what my mother used to tell me, and she loved this plant. Just to say that it grew where there'd been a fire. Kind of cool. She'd grow them at home domestically. As a rule, I'm not a flashy guy, but I knew there was a lot of road walks involved. Here's one of them. And in some places rather busy, not like here. So when I was out shopping for a little wind jacket, I usually go for the, you know, the black or the gray. And I kind of stepped out of my safe zone and I got this yellow, and it's called Yosemite yellow or something. If they hit me, it's because they wanted to. Well, it's a tempting place for lunch, but just a little bit early. Along this trail here, and it's giving a warning about please keep your hiking sticks low. And you know what, that's true, because people, they have their dogs off leash and whatnot, and they say, oh, you know, he's harmless. But when they see the walking sticks, they freak out. They either think of aggression or it's playtime, or that is so true. An example of a tiny home or tiny house, whatever they call it. You know what? After carrying everything on my back, that's an absolute palace. I could live there. I have a little one here, a little one down south, a little one up north. Who needs the acreage? I'm on Airport Road, and I always thought Caledon East might be a place. This is walkable actually, but I don't know if there's anything in Caledon East. There was even a Buddhist temple on my walk. It was a giant Buddha. I was gonna go rub its belly, but just sitting down, taking a break, having a little lunch here, and boy, I spent the whole morning on the road. If it wasn't for like 3 little spots, maybe 4, they send you into the forest a little bit, which is nice, and then you pop back out in the road. I must have put about 12 kilometers in so far. I don't even want to look at the map. But at least it's nice and cool today. So the reason I'm being really quiet is I've only seen 1 or 2 mosquitoes today. Wow. Unbelievably pleasant. Okay, better go before they catch on. I'm at the Oak Ridges Moraine Trail, and unfortunately it's closed. But I just ran into a couple of hikers. I'm going to call them runners. And they were a group of Americans. 2 guys running, but they had a support van. And they were doing 40 miles a day. And today is Tuesday, I think. Tuesday? Wednesday? I don't know. They figured they'd be in Niagara on Saturday. That's mind-boggling. It's mature forest, and it has a big carpet of green. I love that. So you can hear by the traffic that I'm close to a busy road. I popped out of Glen Haffey Conservation Area, and for some reason my battery's been going down quickly here. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's been cycled too many times. It's an older phone. But anyways, I walked into Mono Mills. It's a 10-minute walk. It's not far at all. And it's got a good shoulder. And there's a Tim Hortons there. You can charge up your phone, which I did. And you can grab a hot meal, etc. And there's 2 gas stations with, you know, snack or variety. Sorry, I'm going down a hill here. Snack or variety, you know, store type things. So, yeah, it's a, you know, good little pit stop or little half supply. I don't know if I mentioned it. There was no Wi-Fi at the Tim Hortons, unfortunately. But other than that, and there's camping at Glen Haffey. And so if you're going northbound, good breakfast place. If you're going southbound, could be a supper place. So keep it in mind. Okay, better get on my poles here. I'm gonna fall on my nose. Talk to you in a bit. Well, the day's winding down. It's an okay day. I started off heavy, unfortunately, but it was road walk, and I think I've had enough. I stopped at Tim Hortons. That's pretty good for the first day. But yeah, I don't mind grabbing a meal like that because it saves me a resupply somewhere, so adds up. But yeah, if I find something decent, it's gonna be home. Well, I only found a little spot. It's not the best. Mature forest. I don't know if I'll get any morning sun. I usually don't like to go into a valley too much because it can get buggy, but it's been so cool. I had my little jacket on all day, so I don't think there'll be much of a bother once the sun goes down. So I put a little lean-to. I have 2 new members of the family here. I replaced the, I'm gonna give this a try. It's a new bug net. It's about 1/3 of the weight and about 1/3 of the volume. But I mean, it's fragile. It reminds me of a lady's stocking or something, but seems to be fine, you know. You just have to be careful. It's going to give me room for food or water, or, you know, help my knee out. And the other little thing I got was I got a new food bag, and wasn't too much of a hit. I think it's only about 60 grams, but yeah, eventually I'm going to be into a little bit of bear country, so I needed something waterproof to hang, and you know, for the 30-gram hit, I'm going to give it a try right now. And that's about it. A little lean-to for tonight, and I'll watch the sun go down, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. Ciao.